There's a culture in the bodybuilding community regarding drinking a lot of zero-calorie cola.
Mm.
And I tried to look into it to see if there are any harms because like people usually just end up drinking zero cola all the time, like a few liters maybe a day, and then most people stop maybe a week before the competition just to be sure. But some people might even continue until the day of the competition.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to look into each content of the cola to see if it's actually harmful to the body because it's something that a lot of people use and even I drink a lot of it to fill in that thirst for something sweet and to fill my stomach also.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't eat a lot of calorie dense food. The first part was the carbonation
Mm-hmm.
and
fizziness.
the fizziness.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what gives it the tang, and I mean it's very nice. And apparently there's nothing to it. It's just the pressurized carbon dioxide that's like put into it to gives it like the fizzy.
Mm-hmm.
But there's nothing wrong with it. It can even help with indigestion a little, but the only harm it could cause is bloating in some people. If like you consume a lot, you could get bloated.
Yeah. When you initially like started to drink a lot of Coke, I would always be like, why are you drinking so much? Like this must be bad for you. Because you weren't like drinking like one like liter per like week or something like that. Like it wasn't like
1 liter per day.
It was literally 1 liter, even 2 liters per day sometimes.
Yeah.
And then I looked into it because I was genuinely concerned. Actually, almost all the artificial sugars like sucralose, ACE, saccharin, aspartame, they're all approved by the FDA.
Mm-hmm.
And the European Safety Food Association.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's called. They say that it has no like carcinogenic effect within the within the accepted daily intake or ADI. And when I like realized how much the ADI for these artificial sugars is, I was literally blown away. Like for stevia, it's like 30 packs per day.
Yeah.
Or like aspartame, like either 20 or 30 cans of Coke, like 300 milliliters.
You can't consume.
You can't consume that much. So if you're just drinking that, I can confidently say that the health aspect, if you're worried about like I don't know, liver damage or something like that, or kidney damage, or I don't even know, heart, anything, it's not possible.
Yeah. When we talk about the sugar part.
When we talk about the sugar, like the artificial sugar in that is not really gonna harm you. I don't know about the other contents, but the artificial sugar that's used in Coke is approved.
Yeah.
There's a lot of controversy though around like stevia. Like if you can, a lot of people think that it's banned in Europe, but it's not.
I have some stevia in my cupboard.
I know, like when I was searching it up, it was like, oh, is stevia banned in Europe?
Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting.
A lot of people are against it.
Well, I don't have enough knowledge to get into stevia.
Yeah.
But we could talk about it in the future episodes maybe. Or we can add some pamphlets in the...
Just go to our Instagram.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good place to go. So... the sugar is fine.
The sugar is fine.
And the carbonation is fine. But now we get into some more controversial parts.
Mm-hmm.
So the other thing inside cola, zero cola, is the phosphoric acid. So it's straight up an acid.
Mm.
It's acid. And that's why a lot of people are against cola because like it's acidic and it's very acidic. But how much do you need to consume to harm yourself?
Mm-hmm.
And how acidic is it? Well, it's pretty acidic. And if you just straight up drink cola, it's gonna cause dental erosion over time.
Wait, I want to bring up an example.
Mm-hmm.
I just got reminded of something when you said it's really acidic. It's kind of gross, but I've seen quite a few videos of people cleaning their toilets with Coke.
Yeah, it works.
It works. Like it eats it up.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine what it's doing to your insides.
But that's the thing. Like inside your stomach, you have acid. Your stomach makes acid.
Yeah, you're right.
So there's something about that to be said. Well, you're making it more acidic when you like drink cola. You're making it even more acidic, which is not good. Like you should try to consume some basic foods as well. But the main concern with the cola is what happens to your tooth, because that's the place that has no coverage. Like when it goes down, like you have the stomach lining, which will protect it, but your teeth,
your teeth have nothing.
Exactly. So it's gonna cause dental erosion, and they did some studies. They put some teeth in like a glass of cola for like 24 hours, I believe, and the teeth went soft. But the thing is that it's gonna take a really long time for your tooth to go through this thing. So whenever you drink something acidic, your saliva and the environment in your mouth are gonna replace the damage very fast and cover your teeth again. But if you do it for long enough, and if you keep the acidity of your mouth low, like the pH low, then over time it's going to cause your tooth to go bad. So there's a really easy way to go around this and eliminate this problem totally, which is by just adding a few ice cubes or a little bit of water into a cola. So you're going to dilute the substance and make it less acidic. And then it's going to be fine. There's going to be no problems.
You also save cola then. You have more
exactly, cola. You have more cola to drink. Isn't that fun?
Parents love that.
Yeah.
I know that orange juice is also really acidic, so should you be adding water to that as well?
I mean, if you want to. But the thing about orange juice is that orange juice has citric acid, and the citric acid in orange juice is relatively lower than the amount of the acidity in cola. So I think it's fine if you just drink orange juice. But drinking a cup of water, which is like washing your mouth after you drink cola or orange juice or anything acidic, could help with the situation.
This is a little bit off topic, but if you have acid reflux, then you should also avoid very acidic stuff. Maybe just mix it with water, because I used to have a lot of acid reflux when I was younger. And I specifically remember drinking orange juice, and it would burn so much.
Yeah.
So I never got around to mixing it with water. I just kind of stopped drinking orange juice, and then it went away.
I mean, that's probably the smarter choice.
Yeah, it's a smarter choice, but if you want to keep your teeth nice, dilute the acid with water.
Yeah.
A final note on cola, in my opinion, the most concerning part about it is the high caffeine content of it. Just to give some numbers, 1 liter of cola has about 125 milligrams of caffeine. 1 liter of coffee has around 400 milligrams, and 1 scoop of pre-workout can vary between 150 to 300 milligrams of coffee. Now, if you're drinking just 1 of each per day, that's fine, because your daily allowed or the daily tolerable intake is around 420 milligrams of caffeine. But if you're drinking coffee, 1 cup of coffee, which is going to be less than 400 milligrams.
Yeah.
Like, not a lot of people are going to drink an entire a liter of coffee. But if you drink 1 coffee, a cup, that's around 100 milligrams.
Yeah.
Then you have 1 scoop of pre-workout, which is 150. And then you also have 1 cola, which is 125. Now this roughly comes out under 400 milligrams. But if you're going to have another cola or another coffee, then you're exceeding your caffeine amount. And you might have trouble sleeping then. or you have too much, I don't know, kids. Like kids, they can literally consume all of this,
Yeah.
especially with cola, and they might even consume like actual coffee. There's a lot of caffeine in stuff other than coffee, excluding cola as well.
Yeah.
So a child definitely should. I mean, the parents should be wary of how much caffeine the kid is taking.
100%. And the half-life of caffeine is pretty long.
It's pretty long, exactly. But in my opinion, the most important thing is your sleep. Like you do not want, if you're gonna be consuming way too much caffeine, then you will not be getting a proper sleep.
Yeah, the tolerance of your body towards caffeine also plays a big role in how much you're going to be consuming to get affected by the caffeine to not so healthy extents. So if you're consuming, for example, 400 milligrams of caffeine in coffee, which is like 1 liter, and then on top of that, you're used to drinking 2 scoops of pre-workout before your workout, it's gonna be fine. Like it's more than your um, recommended dose based on your weight, but you're used to it. So on a daily basis, maybe it will be fine, but in the long run, it's going to catch up to you. So it's good to be mindful of how much you're consuming on a daily basis to prevent any mishaps in the long run.
Yeah, especially because over time you start to require more and more and more caffeine.